Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, Yahweh being the true name for the Heavenly Father, Yahushai being the name for his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and taught the truth and will well. And salutations to you, hopefully, pushing this truth and our honesty, sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh Sap, coming to us the spirit power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this lesson is going into the fall of kingdoms and empires until the Lord's kingdom on earth is established as it is in heaven. Okay, I'm going to start with this precept. This is the book of Daniel 2, verse 44. It says, "And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever." Okay? Every empire shall fall except for the Lord's empire, which he sets up to be established forever. Okay? There's another precept that comes in mind, which this is part of the Lord's Prayer. It's the book of Matthew 6 and 10. "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven." The Lord's kingdom is coming to be established forever. So every empire, man-made empire you see, it will fall. And America is next. All these different countries, all these kings and kingdoms that they have, they're all going to perish. They're all going to collapse. Okay, because they're not of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But everybody's had a chance to prove themselves worthy to have a kingdom, but they've all established their kingdoms in wickedness, and so they've all eventually fallen. And that quick opening clip shows you all those kingdoms, how vast and glorious they were. They all fell regardless. You read about history, they make movies about, oh, this kingdom was the best kingdom, this kingdom was a good kingdom, this was a great kingdom. And then look at the kingdoms today that are established. And these cities and these kingdoms and the people that are living in them, they don't foresee that those cities or those kingdoms are going to perish, especially when it comes to America. But when you look at history, how vast and glorious they were, buildings and structures, the infrastructure, the architecture, you could see, signs of technology. It was very beautiful and vast, some of them places, but they all fell. But the Lord's is going to be established forever, man. And we can't wait for that. And we're approaching those times, And we can see that we're in the signs of the end. When the Lord comes back and he builds his, that's it. And all these other kingdoms, we're going to have to bow down to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This is the book of Revelation 19 and 12. It says, "His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself," which is Yahushai. "And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh. And the armies which were in heaven followed him up upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh." All right, so Yahushai, what he calls Jesus Christ, he's going to come back and he's going to conquer all of these kingdoms. He's going to get his revenge, his payback on all the heathen nations that are in rulership right now for what they done to him and the nation of Israel. The Hebrew Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the oppression of those people. He's going to get payback, revenge for that. And so he's going to have all those crowns on his head. He's going to take over and establish the holy, righteous kingdom forever. This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence." So we are to bring you these messages. They call us the prophets of doom. You're doing doom and gloom. We're out there at the highways and hedges in the cities, in our garments, and we're lifting up our voice, and we're telling you about the end. Well, they did that of ancient times, man. And we're just back again, reincarnated here again, doing the same thing over and over again, prophesying to let you know that these great kingdoms are going down because they're not of the Lord. They're not righteous. They're wicked kingdoms. Regardless of the pleasures or how good you feel living in it, these kingdoms are evil and wicked. So we're to tell you what the things that they're doing is wrong and wicked, and tell you what the Lord is going to do to these places. So there's war and evil coming for these kingdoms, man. None of them are going to last. He prophesied against ancient Egypt too. That wicked kingdom fell. You know, Moses and Aaron was used as a tool, you know, the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and they brought forth them plagues. You know, the Lord used them to show plagues and great wonders. The 10 plagues of Egypt. And you've seen the clip of how vast and how big Egypt was. We just in those days, man. This is the book of Jeremiah 51:17. Every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. All these empires erect idols and graven images and statues, you know, and things to false gods. It says they are vanity, the work of errors. In their time of their visitation, they shall perish. Right, man. The Lord is going to destroy them. Verse 19, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name. So what we're going to get when our kingdom is fully established is going to be way more vast and glorious than what you can fathom compared to all these other empires that have risen up and fallen. This is Ezekiel 30:6. Thus saith Yahweh, they also that uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down. From the tower of Sin shall they fall in it by the sword, saith Yahweh. Okay? Egypt going to fall. And the land spiritually called Egypt is referring to as well as America. Isaiah 31:3. Now the Egyptians are men, and not God, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth it shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together. These empires, they fell. Okay? And this modern day place, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, which is America, is going to go down the same way. Same way, man. Jeremiah 50:32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. That's what thermonuclear destruction, that fire round about. Those bombs, those missiles are going to hit this place. This is the most proud nation on earth. Proud to be American. Isn't that a slogan? You know, they got the eagle flying high. You ask your average American, is America going to fall? No. They say no. You know, they don't believe it. Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. This goes to show, prove, you know, all the scriptures we're reading is talking about the place spiritually called Egypt, Sodom. Where is that? Where's the place that is doing the acts of Sodom and Gomorrah and the acts of Egypt at the same time? Has the same idols, the same buildings and structures built up, similar religions and politics. Who's doing it? Okay, that's America, man. So this place is destined for death and destruction. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So there's nothing new. These empires just copy each other spiritually over time. Make the same exact mistakes. Deadly mistakes that make the Lord's wrath come and they fall. Either the Lord uses his own hand to create some miraculous destruction from the heavens, like a plague, or he just send another army from another nation to take over and topple it down. But in this case, both is going to happen. Lord, you're going to see spiritual things coming from the heavens, miraculous things of destruction and so-called quote-unquote natural disasters are going to happen, and plagues and pestilences. And you're going to see wars from other nations that's going to topple this place. And all the rest of the nations are going to fall too, right along with them. This is the book of Isaiah 19:3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. So they're going to seek the witchcraft and all types of stuff for answers. At the end of the day, the Lord's going to crumble this place. This is just another vast empire that's going to fall too. And you need to keep that in mind so you're not setting your heart on this place and hoping, that it's going to last. You need to hope for the real empire, the real kingdom to be established. No more death, no more pain, no more sorrow, no more tears. Just everlasting peace. And everything in righteousness and order. No more pollution. That's what we want, man. That's what we strive for. That's what we look for. So with that, this is a quick hit lesson. Lord will edify. I'm going to close out and give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone, Tasha's truth and will well, and citation to you, hopefully, life, person is truth, and all honesty, sincerity. Shalom.